Now, Nick Valturo has been in the Bradenton area, Sarasota County this morning. And Nick, we saw a lot of wind in that area as this storm made landfall, wind higher than 100 miles per hour. Those gusts were just brutal out there. And earlier this morning, we were seeing some more of these cars. Some people came into the area to help us with Helene, right? A guy's truck from Texas got totally demolished last night by a tree, and it looks like you're in front of another one there too. But we've had help from outside of our area, and unfortunately Milton wasn't too kind, wasn't too welcoming to those folks from out of town.
Yeah, and the one thing is a lot of these people got out of town because of Helene, right? Because that did such devastation across the area from Manatee and Sarasota County. So many homes washed away. A lot of people didn't have a home to come back to. Their lives were completely upended. And because of that, a lot of them came out here to hotels in this area to get away from that when Milton came in. But one of the big problems with this was wind. And you mentioned the wind, right? That intense gusting wind. And you could just see what it did to like these trees, right? They just snapped like twigs. I mean, you could look over there and you could see the tree collapsed, went right through the back windshield of this car and collapsed right onto the car. And we know that's a lot of that saturation. We saw the moisture in there. We saw all that rain that uprooted these trees. And that is one of the big problems. We spoke with police and they say there are trees down throughout the area. We even talked to someone who lived in the mobile home park out here who said the roof was washed out and completely wiped out of the mobile home park. So a lot of the mobile home parks that are in the area, and that was one of the big reasons they wanted those evacuated in areas like A, B, and C, because those mobile home parks are extremely susceptible when you have those high gusting winds. And we're just taking a walk across the parking lot right now, and you can see there's just trees scattered wherever you go. There's branches, there's palm trees. The hotel that we're staying at, the pool was all flooded out. The hot tub was also flooded. All the pavers outside of the pool, everything washed out. That immense amount of rain that we got over the course of last night really causing a lot of damage. And that's one of the big things. We just spoke with police. They say downed trees are one of the biggest problems. And of course, power outages come along with those downed trees. And 90% of Bradenton right now is out of power. 185,000 people in Manatee County are in the dark. And you just see what it did. Like, you take a look at this tree. It's about a 30-foot tall tree, right? About 4 feet in diameter. And it snapped like a twig. You could see it collapsed, fell down into this pickup truck. And this was the truck you were mentioning. The person from Texas who came out here to help with some of these restoration and relief efforts. And just look, that tree came crashing right into the front of the car, smashed out and blew out the front windshield. All that glass is shattered. Windshield is blown out. And we know with all that wind that there was going to be a lot of issues just like you're seeing right here. But one of the good things, and the silver lining in all of this, is a lot of the people heeded those evacuation orders. A lot of the people left the area. Speaking with the mayor yesterday, he was extremely happy with the amount of people that heeded those evacuation orders, got out of the area. We're not here because we knew that this was going to be a big problem, especially with the wind. And the other thing, all that debris, they were very happy. They were able to get a lot of that off the main roads, because with those high winds, all that debris, all those projectiles flying all around, that could have been an extremely bad situation. So they were very happy that was out of the way. A lot of the side streets still have debris on them, so we don't know where that all flew. But since most of the people were evacuated, they're hoping it won't be as big of a problem. But right now, speaking with police, they say the biggest concern is all the downed trees. Lots of damage from those downed trees all over the area. And once the sun comes out, we're just kind of waiting for that to be able to navigate, because you can't really see where the down power lines are, where those downed trees are. So once the sun comes out, we're really going to get a better look at the aftermath of Milton.